Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the gold, silver and palladium. And this is the daily analysis as usual. The gold is still ranging inside the lower part of this acceleration channel, finishing this wave C. Potentially we see a reversal on the micro level here. Can be a bottom. We're gonna test this today with our analysis. Of course, there is the critical level that we mentioned yesterday in the daily close has been hit. That is a kind of confirmation for higher prices. Now, are we 100% bullish? Well, not yet. Of course, there is still some probabilities, but they are lower than the bullish one. We're gonna talk about them. But basically, we can say that yes, we are looking for some higher prices to be unfolding soon. So what we are looking at also here is a 1-2 and then wave 3, wave 4 can still be ranging here in a ABC to fill the gap between the acceleration and the base channels here. Meaning, yes, we can push for higher prices, maybe not totally bullish because we might still have an ABC large correction for wave 4 as alternation for this wave 2. Another probability as a large correction can be at the same time an A, B, C, D, and an E triangle here, hitting this area between the acceleration and the base channel and pushing for wave 5. Now, in case that we are in a different scenario, which is basically on the daily here, where we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, this red box here has been given as probability in case that we have a short wave for in time, of course, meaning for the short alternation here of a wave 2. That means we are very bullish, looking for a new all-time high wave 5. In all case scenarios, as you can see, we might push for higher prices. The price market here decision will be basically the main scenario where we might come back for something corrective, whether a triangle, whether a wave C here as an A, B, and a C, or whether we continue toward the upside in a wave 5. So price decision for a wave B might be made there in this crossroad for this pass for the gold here. Now, why we have two red boxes? Because you have also two potential scenario for a wave 2 here. Because this wave 4, I don't see it perfectly alternating with this wave 2 here. The time is shorter. Both are very shallow or sideways. I see this alternation much more convenient with this wave 2. But we don't know what the market will decide exactly over there once we push, of course, toward the downside. Again, in case that this happen, it can be the triangle or the ABC. Otherwise, we push simply toward the upside from this red box over there, meaning alternation of the short wave 2. In all case scenarios, anyway, the direction of the market should push toward the upside as expected. And we're still looking just to finish the structure properly. And we'll see what are the probabilities here for the 1 hour chart once we have hit the key level, the critical key level mentioned yesterday. So yesterday, I have mentioned that be careful, we were still in this area here. And if with the price will continue to push for higher and hit our 1-to-1 Fibonacci level, that means the wave 5 becomes longer than the wave 3. We were in a diagonal here, if you remember from yesterday, just like that, an aggressive diagonal, right? So we were still in this area, everything was still fine, but yeah, the range here was not okay. And I directly mentioned this in the daily close, also in our Discord, that this might happen. Definitely that we can still push for higher and take the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level as a critical level, and then a continuation toward the upside as a major wave 3. So of course expect some retracement and then pushing for higher again. Now, are the bearish totally out? No, definitely not. Why? Because we still under the invalidation of the bearish here. What does this mean? It means that since we are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be here, and then another wave 4 and a 5 can still be playing over there. Meaning the wave 4 can be an A, B here, and a wave C, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. Okay? So if we stay with the wave 5 below the invalidation, there is still a danger zone or a risk zone here where you might still push toward the upside. So the invalidation here of bearish gives you, of course, higher probability for the bullish. Meaning right now we are bullish, of course, after we saw this, the probabilities for the bullish are higher. We are 65% bullish. We are 35% for the bearish. And that means, of course, it can increase the bearish again in case, only in case we take the invalidation of the bullish. Why? Because if we are in bullish scenario, you are in a 1-2, another 1-2, and this is your wave 3. Currently, your wave 4 should play as a sideways triangle, especially that your wave 2 here as alternation is looking deep and aggressive. So I'm expecting a sideways wave 4 and then continuation toward the upside without taking the invalidation. But if the invalidation will be taken today, that is again a red flag because we still under the invalidation of the bearish. We didn't finish it yet. It can be very likely that we are still in two probabilities, by the way. I'm going to explain them because also this W, X, and a wave Y can be played as well. A, B, and a C as a wave Y, and also can be a 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and then 4 ABC here, and that this is kind of like a zigzag and then pushing towards the downside again. However, even within wave C here, I prefer to see one more high, of course. But if this one more high will not take the invalidation of bearish and weakness will appear, so we gotta be careful, of course. Invalidation of bullish is very clear, 4116. So we cannot yet be in a very, very high probability of bullish before taking the 4K 224. Now you will tell me, okay, but the trend might be finished here. Yes, it might be, but at least you know that the trend right now direction is toward the upside once you take this price. Meaning, once we finish this, we're looking for three ways down. We know ourselves, okay, we're pushing for higher again. So that is the difference here. You need always five ways, complete five ways toward the upside plus invalidation of bearish to make sure that the trend made a reversal for bullish. It's not something like just as a retracement. It is something tracing a new trend, right? By taking the invalidation plus five waves completed as, of course, confirmation that the trend has shifted toward the upside. So this is what I'm looking for the gold right now. The key levels are to watch for this day are 4,224 for higher probability. You can add 10% for bullish here, meaning 75% we will be bullish once we take the 4,224. If the price comes back and take the 4,116, well, we're back for 65% bearish and 35% for bullish. Yes, this is how much the things might still change very fast and very quick in the market. So be careful. The risk is very high in this zone, guys. Yep, so this is regarding the gold. For the silver, we are looking as well for this scenario on the channeling. Here we go. So for the channeling, the price position, as we mentioned yesterday, we need to hit the middle line of this base channel, the upper part of it, and very likely to retrace from there. And by the way, we have expected anyway the zero point 0.5 Fibonacci level, $60, and it has been hit. Now, if the structure is not yet done totally here as a wave C, we're going to watch it also in the micro level because we still have some probabilities, of course, for lower prices despite the greens that we are looking at right now. So, of course, higher probability right now is tending to be bullish, but not yet totally bullish, guys. We still need some critical levels to be taken. Actually, silver didn't took the critical level like the gold. I don't know. It's less volatile today and yesterday than the gold. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, guys. Basically, I'm still looking here at a potential range here. It can be still an ABC and then pushing for higher, or it can be a triangle there and then pushing for higher, or finally a bullish scenario for a new all-time high. In any case scenario, once I finish this trend toward the downside, and it might be very, very soon, we might push very high again towards a new all-time high, probably in case, of course, this is our wave 5 unfolding. So as you can see, the probabilities as well for a larger correction can be also in details here, a W, X, and a Y, meaning this is a three ways for W, three ways for X, three ways for a wave. Y might still be unfolding there as bearish, meaning even if we push for higher as expected, we might come back in case that this is going to finish up a W, X, and a Y. Another scenario is simply continuation toward the upside for a wave 5 And the final scenario is a triangle here. But all of them, as you can see, they are tending to push for higher. Only the wave Y, it might be short move toward the upside and then pushing again for lower prices. Now, if we dive inside it here on the 1 hour chart, we can see exactly what we have as the final trend here as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm still looking actually for a missing 4 and a 5 for the yellow count here. And if we dive also inside it here, we can see that something is pushing for higher and the invalidation might be very, very close. But don't forget that this can transform to something as an ending diagonal. So even if we push for higher, the probability for bearish is still there, and it is not confirmed yet before we really take this high over there, meaning invalidation of anything as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we zoom in to see what did we got yesterday, so as I mentioned also yesterday is the same for the gold. The 1.1 Fibonacci level, $62.85 is our critical key level here to invalidate the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We were exactly there. We saw a retracement, and then of course I mentioned if we push higher again and we hit this critical level, that means the wave 5 is longer than the wave 3. But currently, it is not yet longer than the wave 3. So this is what I was saying, that the gold didn't reach yet the critical level. It's still a very valid diagonal here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're still, of course, inside the range of an ending diagonal. So be careful from the trend toward the downside directly with a finished A, B, and a C here, and then that might bring us back to bearish, of course. Another probability also is the WX and a wave Y, and this is a totally different scenario where you have an A, B, and a C. Your wave C is this smaller diagonal, guys, and this is your wave Y still playing there, meaning can be also here another A, B, and a C with a smaller diagonal and very valid, of course, below the invalidation of bearish without taking the confirmation for higher. If the things continue here to push for higher and we break this $63.3, then okay, it's a large green flag. And that means, of course, we might turn in several 1-2s here, which, yeah, a little bit hard to say with this three waves. Where we might have a regular flat here, but anyway, we have no other option. It can be here even like double 1-2 and another 1-2, but again, I don't like the multiple 1-2s, guys. Yeah, so it's very rare case scenario. So still a question mark, and that means in case we are retracing in a complex structure, meaning much more complex structure here, yeah, we have to be careful from the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. So yeah, we might push for higher, we might invalidate the impulse, but we might turn it into a zigzag, wave 1, then wave 2, then wave 3, 4, and a 5, etc. Okay, so this is what I'm saying, that we're not yet totally bullish. The trend is still, of course, downward. We didn't confirm yet that the trend has shifted upward. Anyway, you need a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for this. We didn't got it yet. Now we see a little bit higher prices. Okay, we're gonna be happy, but basically we should not be very emotional. We have to stay disciplined, of course, with the Elliott wave here, key levels, and of course the rules and the regulations. Now I'm not saying that we're not pushing for higher. Yeah, there is a probability once you take this. Yes, there is a probability to push for higher, meaning a 1, 2, and then potentially here another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 for 5 continuation. Yeah, so that is very likely to happen. Okay, we're talking about something very bullish here. But again, I need, of course, a much better confirmation than this to talk really, really bullish. So probabilities for the gold, for the silver, are different from the gold. I would say we are almost like 55% bullish and 45 still bearish. Now, once you take this key level plus the invalidation directly, I'm gonna shift to 65, 70% bullish. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. This is how I work with in my concept with the probabilities. Yeah, I need always the key levels to be hit and also the invalidation plus the confirmations. Those are very essential key level to mark my probabilities between higher and lower Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. I need this to shift like really. I know that is a very tiny gap. Yeah, so you might say, okay, why he's not saying bullish? It's a very tiny gap because even the market can do this. It did it many times with us, that it can shift directly without taking it. Okay, so I always prefer to wait, take the confirmation, and then say, okay, we are 70% bullish, for example. Yep. So that was it for the silver. Let's move for palladium. For palladium as well, we are looking at the 4 hours chart here. So the 4 hour chart here is an A, B, and a C. We were looking for this wave too, and we were expecting some push toward the upside. This is exactly what happened. Now, basically, we got a leading diagonal wave A, wave B, and a C. We have mentioned, okay, the one-to-one fib level broken, large green flag. We are heading to the next fib level for a wave 2. So we're still testing this area. We didn't complete it a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but it would be very nice if we label this, of course. So I'm going to put the label there for the probability that it is getting closer and closer in case we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Reversal towards the upside. But we need, of course, to break the 886 for this to get even higher and higher probabilities, plus taking this key level to shift the trend toward the upside. Because currently, of course, the trend is still downward. We didn't yet confirm an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Confirmed that the trend has made a reversal toward the upside. So far, we are still in 3 waves. Yeah, so I cannot, of course, say that we are totally bullish yet, but things are looking promising for the bullish. Yes, definitely. But don't forget the level that you are into it. And don't forget the 1, 2 that you might still get in case of a reversal in the 3 ways, perfect level for a wave 2, and then pushing down again. Yep, so that was it for the daily analysis, gold, silver, and palladium. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord, and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.